66 kilogram amateur clan wars semi-final here. Gerry Smyth from Torres Jiu-Jitsu in the yellow shorts, taking on Arun Radu out of DFC in the black Hayabusa shorts. I'm David Leatherby, alongside me Jay Furness. Jay, could be an interesting bout here. Smyth, as I mentioned, out of Torres Jiu-Jitsu. Radu himself out of Devil's Fight Club with Steve McComb, so he's going to have very well-rounded skills as well, and he goes for a wild kick off the bat.
Radu, a very good wrestler, as it shows there. A very aggressive start from Smyth, but Radu just takes his momentum away from him a little bit there, closes the distance, and manages to slam him to the mat. He'll be happy for a bit of a respite there, because that forward barrage from Smyth really made him quite uncomfortable. Radu looking to lock up a Kimura. He's got that grip set, that figure four.
This really would be a turn up for the books.
Yeah, and he's working it, he's straightening the arm out, maybe switching to a straight arm lock. He's got a very tight position there, and he's got a lot of time to work. It's still very early in this first round.
Smyth's training under Jiu-Jitsu black belt Sebastian Torres, doing well now thus far to avoid this attack.
Yeah, he's done the right thing of straightening his arm out there and helping to break that grip, and he looks like he might be out of it. Yeah, good work there from Smyth. He's freed himself of that Kimura, and he's looking to work that butterfly hook in now to eliminate that pressure that Radu had over him.
We've mentioned it previously tonight, Jay, in these fast and furious bouts. He's done well to avoid it, but in this short round, he's given up a lot of position time to Arun Radu here.
Yeah, Radu's still looking for a straight arm lock on the same side. This is a good combination attack that he's using. Yeah, and Smyth just gritting his teeth. He's not really working out of it. In fact, I think he's just waiting to see what Radu's next move is, because it's not 100% tight or, you know, arm breaking at the minute. So I think Smyth is just trying to bide his time. Radu is keeping that figure four grip locked up. He's doing a good job of controlling. Smyth not really got the answers at the minute.
From Smyth's point of view, Jay, what should he be looking for defensively at this point? I see he's trying to get the half guard back.
Yeah, he needs to try and break that grip. If he can work that elbow inside to stop it, because it's the pressure underneath the elbow that Radu's got for the straight arm lock, akin to like a regular arm bar, and he's barring it on his own arm there. He just hasn't quite got the leverage, and Smyth's done a good job. He's broken the grip, and now he can start to work his own game.
Good defense from Gerry Smyth, but still now it's Radu on top position here as the 10-second clacker goes. Dominant first round from Arun Radu, but Smyth, Jay, to his credit, he's avoided any real damage. I mean, I don't think the arm lock was close enough to cause any permanent damage. Few strikes thrown in that round, but you obviously got to give it to Radu.
Dominant round there from Radu, definitely. Smyth looked the sharper man in the opening striking exchanges for sure, but you know it counts for very little when you're only on the feet for the first 15 seconds of the round. When you're on your back and you're defending tight submission attempts for the rest, you know the round goes to your opponent. I think Smyth will just be happy to have seen that round out.
Yeah, certainly a wake-up call for Gerry Smyth in this Clan Wars semi-final. Jiu-Jitsu background himself, but was in trouble from Radu there. Couldn't shake Radu's top position. Going to be interesting to see how this second period plays out now as the referee calls for the corner teams to leave the Clan Wars cage here. The sold-out Ramada Plazza in Belfast.
Yeah, and Radu, as we say, a good wrestler. He showed that in maintaining a dominant control position, as well as the big takedown early in round one. Let's see if Smyth can use his length a little bit more and keep Radu, the shorter man, on the outside.
Yeah, he has got a background in Muay Thai as well. You can see that he's got very upright striking position.
And he worked with some front kicks and big knees early in the first round, so he's obviously got that in his arsenal, but if Radu can close that distance, then it's going to make it very hard for him to get off any effective strikes.
Yeah, he's got to be confident in his top position control, Arun Radu, so he knows what he's got to do to take the upper hand in this round. He's got to get on the inside and get his man to the floor, but it's easier said than done with the rangy Gerry Smyth now.
Nice low kick attack early in round 2 from Smyth. If he can take a lot of that mobility away from Radu. Oh, and a nice front kick.
Yeah, he seems to be really warming into the stand-up exchanges now is Gerry Smyth.
Yeah, he definitely looks relaxed on the feet. Radu a little bit worried because he's eating low kicks as he tries to come in. And this is a lot more of what Smyth will be wanting. Nice front kick there, just Radu comes in with a big overhand right, didn't set it up, and he takes a front kick to the gut. And that just really took the sting out of his punch and made it miss the mark.
Yeah, he's keeping Radu guessing now is Gerry Smyth. Chopping the low kicks in, then going upstairs as he almost did then. Mixing it up well is the Torres Jiu-Jitsu fighter. And as we say that, Radu goes in for the takedown, Jay, that we mentioned he'd probably be looking for. Yeah,
this time he got inside the punches and the kicks quickly, grabbed that clinch, and Smyth couldn't really stop that takedown from that position. He didn't really have any form of sprawl, and now he's on his back again.
These short 3-minute rounds, this could be a crucial period in this fight. Gerry Smyth will be desperate not to go into the third, 2 rounds down. He had an excellent opening to this round, but as we know, Jay, catching the eye of the judges, the second half of rounds is often the way to do it.
Yeah, and Smyth, if he spends the second half of the round on his back, there's a very good chance the judges will score it against him. He needs to be attacking, looking for submissions, being active, and either try to get the stand-up or try to work a stand-up himself.
Very intriguing clash of styles here at Clan Wars 14 in this amateur semi-final.
At the same time, Radu has got to work from the top. If he didn't get anything effective off from the top position, you know, it's hard to see how effectively he can score that if he's not managed to really work any effective strikes or advance his position. Smyth might be trying to come out to the back. No, he's not managed it.
Yeah, it's an awkward one, Jay. I mean, if nothing is happening on the ground, there's nothing that says the guy on top should be winning. It should be scored as a neutral position. But we often see in MMA, the guy on top invariably is winning the fight in the eye of the judges. Very, very tight round. I think for me, Jay, I'd be inclined to side with Gerry Smyth in that period.
Yeah, Smyth landed quite a lot of effective strikes in the early running of that second round. Radu did get the fight to the ground where he wanted it. He couldn't advance his position. He didn't land any ground and pound, and he wasn't threatening this time with submissions. So, you know, a better round for Gerry Smyth. Not a perfect round by any means, but a better round.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see the judges' scorecards if this fight does indeed go the distance. But on my scoring, we could be going in level, but so tight that second period. Really wouldn't be surprised at any score coming out of that second round. So Gerry Smyth's corner is probably going to be instilling some urgency in their fighter. It's this third round, ready to get underway in this amateur Clan Wars semi-final.
I mean, despite a lot of these fights being amateur fights, I would have really liked to see a lot of these going 5 minutes, because such has been the level of a lot of the amateurs in Belfast tonight.
Yeah, you can really see the scene moving on. It's my first experience of the scene over here in Northern Ireland, and a fantastic standard, like you say, in these amateur bouts. Big right hand from Radu.
Yeah, Radu is not the most technical boxer, but he came in swinging heavy leather, and Smyth looking to lock a guillotine choke up there. He's got long, thin arms to snake him under the neck.
Great composure shown by Gerry Smyth, because he shipped a massive shot, showed a great chin, the look for a submission of his own, but Radu gets out of it and uses it for a takedown, and this is not where Gerry Smyth wants to be in a 3-minute round, Jay.
No, he definitely needs a sense of urgency. He cannot stay on his back for the remainder of this round, otherwise he's going to lose this fight.
Yeah, he's found it difficult to negate the top control of Arun Radu thus far in this bout, has Gerry Smyth. And he's going to need to do something spectacular, whether it's a sweep.
I mean, that's quite a quick stand-up from referee Aidan Maron there. Radu wasn't really doing anything from the top position, so you know, not a bad call, but Smyth has got to have the urgency now.
Very experienced official. Alexa stand him on their feet, and let's see what Gerry Smyth does now. He had success with the low kicks, Jay, and the front push kicks.
Yeah, for me, he's got to land some really effective strikes. He landed a nice right hand there. Because in the early running of this round, it was Radu who landed the bigger shots.
Nice knee to the body from Smyth. This fight really is on a knife edge, Jay. We mentioned how close the second round was. This third round now, if Smyth...
Oh, big right
hand from Radu!
Smyth falls like a felled tree there, almost in slow motion. We saw that overhand right from Radu earlier in the round, and that one landed plumb, and it knocked Gerry Smyth all the way to the mat. And for me, that's got to be the telling sign of this round, and probably the fight, which is looking likely, ever more likely to go in Radu's direction.
With one massive blow, Arun Radu could have secured this Clan Wars amateur semi-final, but you got to say, Jay, what a fantastic chin from Gerry Smyth. It did sit him down, but that shot would have finished many a fighter.
Yeah, I mean, guys like a wrestler like Radu, you know, they're very athletic and they build a lot of strength in their kinetic chains. So, you know, they can throw. He might not be the most technical boxer, but he throws with power. And that shot landed big. So credit to Smyth for taking it and still being in the fight.
Yeah, the wrestler with a knockout power is a formula we've seen in many a fighter. Aidan Marin again steps the fighters up. Not happy with the level of work from Radu. And Smith's going to have to go for broke here.
Yeah, he needs a finish. There's no doubt he needs a finish. And for me, a great fight there. A very, very furious 9 minutes of action. But it's got to go in the direction of the Steve McComb-trained Radu.
Yeah, excellent performance from both fighters, but Arun Radu with the top control, and then that crushing blow in the third round has probably done enough here. Let's hand it over to the MC and the judges.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds of action, we go to our judges' scorecards. Our judges have scored this 30-28, 30-27, and 30-28 for your winner. Moving on to the final, Arun Radu!